Did you know some of the most painfully stinging insects could be right in your own backyard? That's right, you don't have to travel to some far-off jungle or remote mountain to find insects that can shock you with their stings. The United States is actually home to a variety of stinging insects, some even on par with the most painfully stinging insects on Earth. But which species should we be keeping an eye out for? And which one should we steer clear of should we come across them? Well, you're in the right hands today, folks. My name is Jack, and I've dedicated my entire life to traveling all over the globe to find the strangest and deadliest animals alive. I'm willing to get in close where others wouldn't dare in order to uncover and share the truth about even our most feared and misunderstood creatures. This mission has brought me face to face with some of the most painfully stinging animals on Earth as I search for the truth about these painful pals. It may surprise you that some of the most painful encounters were right here in the States, and I'm here today to let you know which ones were the absolute worst. Let's dive right in. Now, folks, I've been stung in my many years by quite a few individual animals. I've been stung by some crazy stuff in other countries, bullet ants, the executioner wasp. I've even been stung by one of the giant hornets of Asia. But friends, not to worry, we've got so much amazing stinging insects right here at home. And there's some that you might want to keep an extra special eye out for. Now, I'm going to be breaking down, in my opinion, which are the worst insects in the U.S. to be stung by, based off of pain, based off of effects, and based off of my own completely objective, not influenced by any type of other personal experience, my own official Jack's World of Wildlife ranking system that I have created way before this video, like I'm not coming up with it on the fly. So, friends, let's jump right in. You've already made it through my super long and boring intro. You've already made it through all this boring mumbo jumbo. You're ready to see some stings. That's great. We love to hear it. At number five, this is going to be our weakest sting. You might be surprised to see this one here. At number 5, we have the Tarantula hawk wasp. Now you might be going, Jack, I thought the Tarantula hawk wasp was some horribly painful, aggressive, terrible wasp that I should be looking out for. I'm scared of it. No, friends. In fact, the majority of that animal's venom is specifically designed to paralyze its prey. And in my experience, the stings themselves have not been that bad. But don't take my word for it. Let's take a look at Jack from the past and see what he has to say about the Tarantula hawk wasp sting. Number 5, let's go. It may shock you that the Tarantula hawk wasp is ranked so low in this ranking, but between myself and my cameraman, we've taken 3 stings from 3 separate tarantula hawks, and none of them have warranted a higher ranking. Let's take a look, though, at my most painful Tarantula hawk wasp test.
I'm stalling. Because my hands are shaking. I'm so nervous about grabbing this tarantula hawk. I really wish I didn't lose my tweezers here. Really pretty wasp. Okay, enough. The time is now. So we found some little forceps, but they don't have a rubber grip, so we wrapped them with some electrical tape. And I'm gonna try and grab the tarantula hawk with these. So we shall see how successful that is. Oh man, she's such a good looking wasp. I know. Oh, you're angry, I know. Shh. Oh man. Okay. Come here, come take a look at the stinger here. It is huge. Look at this here. Come over on this side. Oh my gosh, the stinger is so big. Here, you come even closer. Come even closer. Look at that. Look at that stinger firing out. You see the size of that thing? Okay. You come in. Here we go. Southwest tarantula hawk. I'm grabbing her by her leg. Her wings are a little folded, but she looks to be okay. 3, 2, 1. Come on, find it, find it, find it, find it. Sting me, sting me, sting me. Okay, okay, come on, get a good one, get a good one. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, look at that stinger going in, going in, going in. Finding places to go in. Come on, get a good sting, girl. Get a good sting in there. Get a good sting. Tilt her over, she's confused as to where my skin is. Wow, okay, come on. I mean, she's jabbing me with that stinger, but to be honest, it's not hurting as bad as I thought it was gonna hurt, and it's certainly not immediate. Look at the size of that stinger. Ooh, ooh. Look, you can see how I'm starting to bleed. Yeah, it's hurting, but I've probably taken 20 stings now at this point. My hand's a little shaky. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's get some more shots of her real quick. But take a look at my arm. So you can see she drew some blood. It's starting to get a little bit more painful. Let me compose myself. So it hurts, but yeah, again, sorry to disappoint. This one hurt definitely more than the one in Costa Rica. Okay, I'll say that much. But as far as the most painful stinging insects in the world, bullet ant, Myrmecia, Vespa tropica, every last one of those suckers beats this tenfold. Come and take a look. Everywhere where the stinger went in, there's a bump. See the raised little bumps on my skin? Okay, so take a look. This is just a few minutes after the sting. See all those bumps? That is where the stinger went in, and of course that big red one being where it actually dug so deep to draw blood. So again, I'm gonna keep it updated. My hands are a little shaky right now. We just let her go. And all in all, oh, I almost dropped the camera. All in all, it was a good experience. It was nice, it was fun. We had a nice journey. We made a lot of friends along the way. Wow, I'm just talking in like a different language after I get stung. Yeah, this was nice. Okay.
Now, for our next pit stop, folks, we are going to take a small detour in the order Hymenoptera from our lovely tarantula hawk wasp to the very toxic harvester ants. Now, you might be going, boring. How are harvester ants higher than the tarantula hawk wasp? Well, my friends, harvester ants have some of the most toxic venom on Earth. And in fact, there are some species of harvester ant that are actually considered to be the most venomous ants on Earth. And you can feel that with their stings. These are excruciatingly painful stings initially, but also as that potent venom travels up your arm, you get a lot of discomfort in these lymph nodes, in these armpits, folks. And it hurts. It's a serious, serious sting, and that's why they're ranked so high at number 4. Now, I've been stung by a few species, so let's take a special look at the powerful sting of the wonderful world of harvester ants. Number 4, let's check it out.
All right, so we've got our ant suspect, and here we go. Oh, come on, you're stinging the tweezers. Get off of me, fly. Okay, let's go. Oh, yep. Oh, 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 oh. Ow, 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 ow. Yeah, wow, that is, yeah, that hurts. This is one of the worst ant stings in Texas. I'm gonna do one more. Ow, shoot, man. Okay. All right, here we go again. Mamma mia. Here we go again. Ooh, ah, how could I forget ya? Look at the stinger there, still on my arm, coming close. Look, you see that stinger right there? Ooh, ooh, there we go. Ah! These hurt, man. Pagana myrmex. So, toxicity-wise, Pagana myrmex maricopa is the most venomous insect in the entire world. And these guys are very, very, very closely related to that species. But I mean, take a look. My arm is already starting to get red. These Pagana myrmex are pretty similar in intensity to Myrmecia, the bull ants, which are pretty similar to the bullet ants. Really the determining factor is going to be how long this lasts. Because essentially what it feels like is like somebody just superheating a sewing needle over a fire and then just... All right, now what I have here is my lovely, lovely Florida harvester ant worker. And we're going to test here how painful the sting is. I know this is a small ant, but like I said, these animals are incredibly toxic. Some of the most toxic insects in the world are these Pogonomyrmex harvester ants. So, come and take a look. I'm just gonna kind of dump her out there. Careful. Okay. Look at that. Beautiful ant. You see that, folks? She's kind of walking around. Oops. All right, I've got a handle on her. And let's see, how painful is the Florida harvester? Come on. Come on. She's got like her stinger in my forceps. Wow. Wow. Woo. There she goes. She got a little sting in. She's pumping, she's pumping. Ouch. You can see her stingers stuck in my arm there. Oh, take a look. Oh, wow. That is quite painful for an ant that size. I'm very impressed. Thank you, cutie. Super, super weird. So obviously there's the little bump, but what's even stranger is the fact that right here in my kind of lymph node in my armpit, I'm having like an aching pain. So it took a few minutes for that venom to kind of crawl up my arm and up into my lymph node there. So that's super, super strange. Obviously, even such a tiny sting, such a tiny yield from those ants does possess that super, super toxic venom. And you can really feel how toxic these ants are when they sting you, because I mean, I don't really get that type of reaction with really any other sting. So it's very, very interesting.
Luckily, these ants create large nests out in the open, making them fairly easy to avoid. They can be defensive, but aren't likely to sting unless you're standing on top of their nests or nest entrances. Being so toxic, a handful of stings could potentially need medical intervention, especially in children. Be mindful where you step in regard to these stinging insects.
Now our next stop, folks, we're hopping right back onto the wasp train. Woo woo! And we're gonna check out the paper wasps in the genus Polistes. Now, you might have already been stung by one of these. If you live anywhere in the southern U.S., and these span kind of all over the United States, these are incredibly common hymenopterans to encounter, and they pack a powerful wallop. The red paper wasps, the ringed paper wasps, the Texas paper wasps, they're all incredibly painful stings. Now, additionally, you get a lot of inflammation that comes with these. You get a lot of itchiness in the days that follow. And of course, you get that red hot initial searing pain right when that sting takes place. So we're gonna take a deep dive, take a deep look in not just one, not just two, but multiple amazing Polistes paper wasp stings. And I'm gonna let you know which one, in my opinion, hurt the worst. So let's take a look at our powerful number 3 bronze medal, the Polistes paper wasps. Let's check them out.
Let's take a look at some of my previous stings, starting with the lovely Texas paper wasp.
Absolutely spectacular little wasp. So let's see what this little Texas executioner, this little Texas paper wasp, can do, shall we? Absolutely gorgeous, really, really nice wasp. Look at that cute little face, that cute little punum. Let's take a look. Here we are, spectacular Texas paper wasp, Polistes apachus. Oh, look at that stinger. Yowza! Come on. All right, it pumped in one load and now it's pumping in another load of venom. Can feel that going through. Oh, that was pretty good. Let's try again. You got another sting in you? Look at that stinger. See how it just sticks into the skin and that's kind of barbed? Really impressive. Very nice stinger on these wasps. Ooh, oochie.
Now, many people have told me that the red paper wasp is the most painful sting they've ever endured. Let's check out my test and see if I agree.
So I guess without further ado, we're gonna try it. So you can come in, take a look at my arm here. Get a good view. Look at that wasp. Polistes carolina, the red paper wasp. Here we go. Ooh, wow, yeah. Okay, look at that stinger in there. Woo! Woo, 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 woo. Yeah, that is, I mean, immediate, fiery. Wow, the stinger is barbed, so it is stuck in there. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. That is painful, painful sting. Look at that, stuck in my arm. There it goes. Come take a look at that. Look where that went in. Some light bleeding under the skin, already getting red. So this, by far, one of the most painful stinging insects in Texas, in my personal opinion.
Now, my personally most painful paper wasp sting in the US was the formidable ringed paper wasp. These are massive paper wasps, and their venom is near excruciating. Don't believe me? Keep watching and you'll see.
You can see she's just so mad. It's okay, it's okay. Gorgeous colors though. I love the legs, nice kind of yellow legs, nice red body, red head. That black abdomen, of course, with that iconic yellow ring right there, right by the waist. So we're just gonna jump right into it. That's a big stinger. Wow. I don't know if you can see that very well, but that is a gargantuan stinger. She's twisting around, firing out. All right, let's see. Here we go. The lovely, lovely Polistes annularis ringed paper wasp. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, wow! Ouch! You want to go again? Oh, dang! Whew. Look at that! Ow, ow! Look at that stinger in there. Oh, oh! Woof! Woof! Ow! That was really good. Shoot! Oh, wow! Yowzer! Okay. Wow. That was pretty good. I would say that was at least maybe on par with the executioner wasp. Maybe even a little sharper. That was like immediate, just ow! That was a really good sting. I let her sting me, I think, 3 times. I guess time will tell with these little welts of inflammation, but ow, it still's got a lot of residual pain in it. So there's the 1, 2, 3 Orion's belt of my Polistes annularis stings. That was really, really impressive. That was really sharp, immediate, stinging, burning pain, like somebody took an acid-dipped, razor-sharp, boiling hot sewing needle and just went. And I'm impressed. That was very painful. I would say that's probably the most painful, at least native paper wasp I've been stung by. So that beats Polistes carolina. That beats Polistes metricus. That beats, have I done any more? Polistes texanus, Apachus, the Apache paper wasp. Apachus texanus, excuse me. Wow. Man, that was painful.
Now at number 2, folks, this guy gets in on a technicality. While you might not consider this to be a sting, for all intents and purposes today, folks, this sucker is a stinging one. The North American wheel bug is our largest native assassin bug, and that comes with one of the largest venom yields of any assassin bug here in the United States.
Now, although they generally just use this venom to hunt their own prey, should they feel a bit threatened by us, should you lean up against them on a porch door or something like that, boom, you're going to get an amazing amount of pain, folks. I was shocked to see how painful the North American wheelbug's bite actually was. Again, I'm classifying this as a sting because this guy definitely needs to go into the list. Number 2, silver medal, the North American wheelbug. One of the most painful, excruciating insect stings I've ever encountered, and one that actually caused my cells to be destroyed. I had some pretty serious scarring on my arm after this one. So without any further ado, let's check out the pure raw power of number 2 on the list, the North American wheelbug. Let's check it out.
The North American wheelbug utilizes a powerful digestive venom to kill and liquefy its prey. I had never tested the sting-like bite of an assassin bug, so I was curious to see how the wheelbug measured up to my previous tests. And wow, I was not disappointed.
Okay, well, we're gonna see how bad this creature hurts, but look at that, how bizarre. Here we go. Ooh, ow, that stings. Ouch, ooh, 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 ooh. Wow, actually, wow. I'm really surprised by that. That's really bad. That's a really bad sting. That's like paper wasp level. I'm surprised. And my arm already feels pretty tight. Look at that. Wow, I'm impressed, buddy. And now I'm getting destroyed by mosquitoes too. Ooh, look at that. Youch. Take a look. That actually hurt quite a bit more than I was expecting. I was thinking something, yeah, it's gonna be a little painful, but I was thinking the actual proboscis kind of piercing my skin was gonna be the worst part. But no, those digestive juices, they really got the best of me. I'm very surprised. And it doesn't quite hurt as much right now, but putting any pressure on or around it does hurt still a considerable amount. Look at this, folks. Huge epicenter here. Lots of inflammation. The wheel bug has definitely earned its place on the list of insects that I have quite a lot of respect for. Because this was impressive. It's still tight, it's got a lot of inflammation, a good amount of mechanical damage, and I'd say it was fairly painful. I'm really surprised. I would say this could go toe-to-toe with really any wasp sting. Paper wasp, I mean, Polistes.
Now, the necrosis from this bite was exceptionally interesting. I actually had a hard ring of scar tissue around the epicenter of this bite for a while. Ironically, until my more extreme brown recluse bite seemed to break that scar tissue down. I had never experienced this strange localized tissue damage, so I was quite fascinated to observe the strange effects of this wheelbug bite. Still, it was not as painful as our number 1 slot.
Now, folks, you made it this far. We're here. We're in first place right here, folks. This should come as no surprise, this spot is reserved for the velvet ant. Now, my first test with the velvet ant, the eastern velvet ant, was rather uninspired. It was not very painful. I was kind of disappointed, and I didn't know really what was going on. Maybe this was an animal that used up all of its venom stores. Maybe something was off with this one today. I have no idea. But folks, not to worry. Your ever curious, ever adventurous Jack thought maybe I could try it again. And we actually came across another beautiful velvet ant. Actually, right here in the beautiful state of Oklahoma. And when I retested this sting, I ended up getting stung 3 times on the hand and twice, if I remember correctly, on the arm. It was amazingly painful, electric pain, intense. I was shocked beyond belief as to how different from my first test this velvet ant was. And I think for sure, folks, this is indeed the most painful insect sting in all of the United States. Move over, tarantula, hawk wasp. Velvet ant is the new king, or rather should I say queen, in town. Let's take a look
At number 1 on our list, the beautiful, the impressive, the amazing velvet ant. There she is. You can hear her. Stridulating. That means stop. Mitchell. Okay. Man, that's a long stinger. All right, so we're gonna try this one last time. Full sting, not a tiny quitter sting, but a good proper sting. How's that look? Good. All right, here we go, folks. Come on. Woof. Woof, 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 woof. All right, is that all you got? I'm not so sure about that one, folks. I feel like that one hurts. That one hurts quite a lot, actually. Oh, that's really painful. Good night. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 total stings, all of which I might even begin to classify at the excruciating level. I'm very impressed. It's like one step above a hot poker. So if you take a blowtorch and you heat up like a nail or something, and then you attach that nail to, I don't know, a car battery, and then you stick it in your arm. I'd say that would be about 1/10 the pain I just endured. No, I would say that would be probably about what this animal sting feels like, which is pretty bad. I, for one, don't like to be stuck with molten metal that's then electrocuted through me. But I would say that I don't know. I might say that this sting could maybe contend and potentially dethrone my Polistes stings. That was incredibly painful, albeit short-lived, extremely intense. And extremely sharp. As far as like on a scale of 1 to 10, I don't know. I would put that at a very painful 6, perhaps. Duration is also not too bad. These animals really aren't going to leave you with like a lasting kind of stinging sensation, but they are quite powerful, and I'm glad I was able to retest this, because I was quite shocked when my first test was fairly anticlimactic. But take a look at this, folks. I mean, and it's like really like actually quite painful still when you touch it a little bit. There's this one here, and Gage is priming himself to try and slap the wound. I'm gonna like put this on your hand. But it's no small feat, that's for sure. Ouch. The difference between the two tests was night and day, and there's no real way of knowing why. Venom is a finite resource, and although these animals continuously regenerate it, they can, on occasion, run out. Perhaps that would explain my near painless run-in with these velvet ants in the past. But one thing is for sure. When they do have a full tank, they are easily the most painfully stinging insect in the US. Luckily, although intense, the pain subsides fairly quickly, and you're left with some tenderness at the sting site and some inflammation in the days following. It's important to note that those with a sensitivity to bee or ant stings could be at a high risk of allergic reactions or potentially anaphylactic shock with these stings. Be sure to be safe around our venomous insects, and unlike me, avoid stings when you can.
Well, folks, I really hope that you're finished watching me writhe around in agony. You're not? Let me give you one more. Is that enough for you? You sick people. You just want to watch me in pain? Forget about it. But I hope that you agreed with my ranking here. Not really open to suggestions because I'm the one who's put in all this work. I think I know how painful these animal encounters were. But I hope that you enjoyed getting to take a look at some of my favorite sting adventures over the years. And I hope you know which insects to keep an eye out for. Now, it's important to remember, folks, that even though all these animals have that powerful, potent venom and that wonderfully excruciating sting, these are not aggressive creatures. They're not out to get you. Even our paper wasps are defensive in nature. We get too close to their nests, we startle them, we scare them. They feel the need to defend themselves. They feel in danger. And that's really something important to keep track of and take note of, is that these animals aren't out to get us. So as long as we respect their space, respect their boundaries, respect their autonomy, and keep a wide berth around some of these animals, you're really in no danger at all. But I hope that you enjoyed getting to take a close look at some of the most painfully stinging insects in the world. Let me know if you agree with this list, or maybe there's another species out in the beautiful wilderness of the United States that you'd like for me to maybe go and investigate the sting of. Let me know, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to see you next week with the next upload. But folks, until then, take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you next time.